Hey y'all, so today I'm going to be doing my January book haul. Now, this might possibly be the most excited I have been to do a book haul in quite a while because I actually got a ton of books this month that I've been really wanting to read and that I do legitimately plan to get to in the very near future. And several of these are ones that I got while I was in England at the beginning of the month, so that makes them even more exciting for me. So the first book that I got this month was Ghosted Volume 1 by Joshua Williamson. In Oxford, there was a shop that was full of all of these trade comics, and I really wanted to try and find one that I hadn't heard of, regardless of whether or not, it was actually a British comic. I just wanted to kind of look around and see if there was one that I was interested in that I hadn't heard of, and I came across this one and it really intrigued me, so I decided to go ahead and get it. From what I understand, this is about a group of people trying to steal a ghost from a haunted house, and so it just sounds really intriguing, and I definitely am excited to get to this one in the very near future. Not exaggerating this time, I do actually have legitimate plans for this in the next couple weeks. So the next book that I got while I was in England was And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie, and I know what you're saying. You've already read this book, you already have this book, why did you buy another copy? So this cover is to tie in with the new BBC series that was made of the book, which I was able to watch while I was in Oxford, so I kind of wanted to commemorate that time being able to see it while in Oxford and get this copy. And I think I'm actually going to be doing a review of my favorite book of all time alongside the BBC adaptation and compare and talk about how I felt about it. So I think you'll be seeing that video sometime soon. Also, I just wanted to show this. While I was in Oxford, I got Music Doku, which is basically Sudoku using music notes. It was in this really cool music shop, and I love Sudoku, and obviously I love music, so I was like, I have to pick this up. So yeah, it's not, a reading book, but it's a little fun puzzle book that I wanted to share. And then in the airport heading back, I still had some cash left over, and I didn't really have enough to exchange, and so I just decided to go ahead and buy some books with it, because what else would I do with it? And so I bought two books, the first one which was The Martian by Andy Weir. This is one that I've really just been meaning to buy for quite a while, and for some reason I haven't yet, and so I just decided to go ahead and get it when I had the chance. And then the second one that I got was The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman. I'd been considering getting this copy pretty much every time I saw it in a bookshop over there, just because I really like this cover better than the US cover, and I don't know, for some reason I was just really wanting to get it, and I figured it was there, I still had cash left over, might as well get it. And this is another one that I've been kind of wanting to get to in the near future recently, so maybe I'll get to this one soon. And then of course when I got home I had to stop in to some of my favorite used bookshops in town, and at one of them I found Landline by Rainbow Rowell. When this one came out I was really intrigued and I really wanted to pick it up, but I kept pushing it back and then I kind of just forgot that I wanted to read it. But when I saw it in the bookstore I was like, yeah, I want to get this. It's inexpensive, it's in pretty good condition. I just decided to pick it up. And then a few days ago in Target I saw a book that I've been really wanting to pick up lately and I haven't yet, and so I just decided to get it, and that was Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. It was only slightly more expensive than it is on Amazon, and it had the black pages, which I am under the impression were a limited edition thing, so I just decided to go ahead and get it because this is one that I've been really wanting to pick up. I might pick this up in the next few days, that's how much I want to read this. So I just really decided to get it on a whim because I've been really wanting it. And the next two books that I got were from the same series, and those were Saga Volume 4 and 5 by Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples. I've really enjoyed this series so far, and I've been meaning to pick these two up for a while, and I just finally decided to. So hopefully I'll be getting to these soon. And then along with those two, I also picked up Death Note Black Edition number 1, which comprises volumes 1 and 2 of the Death Note manga. This is another that I've just been wanting to pick up for a really long time, and I just decided this month to go for it. As is the theme with this book haul, I've been wanting to get this for quite a while and I just keep putting it off, and I finally decided to just go for it. And then about a week ago I got an email saying that Heir of Fire by Sarah J Maas was on Book Outlet for $6. And so I decided to get it because $6 hardcover. And now I have 3 of the 4 books of the series, so I will probably be starting this one soon-ish. And then I also saw that Gathering Darkness, book 3 in the Falling Kingdom series, was also on Book Outlet for pretty cheap, so I went ahead and got this one too. And then I also saw that The Glass Sentence by S.E. Grove was on Book Outlet as well, so I got it. This is one that I haven't really talked about but has been on my radar for quite a while Basically, the world has been sent into chaos and the different continents are in different times as well. And it just sounds really, really intriguing. And it's been one that I've been wanting to get to for a really long time, but I just haven't yet. And so when I saw it inexpensively on Book Outlet, I decided I had to get it. And then lastly is a book that I don't intend to read, but I found it on Etsy and it was super cool. And that is a book shaped like the letter K. I've seen people have these on their shelves for decoration, and I had always really liked them, but I'd never thought about getting one until I saw some in a shop in Oxford, and they were a little pricey for me, and I didn't really like the patterns that much, but I ended up looking online and I found this one, which is my favorite color, and it's shaped like a K, so I decided to go ahead and get it. I'm not sure where I'm going to display this yet. I think it's going to go on my desk because I don't really have room on my main bookcases, but I don't know, we'll see. So those are all the books that I got in the month of January. Now, I've mentioned this a couple times, but at this point I am planning on going on a book buying restriction. I think my rule is going to be that for every 2 books I read, I can buy 1 new book, mostly because a lot of the books that I plan to read in the near future are ones that I already own, so I shouldn't really have to be buying any books. And plus, I have a ton of unread books, and I've been spending a lot of money on books lately, and so I just want to cut back on it. I want to not buy a bunch of books right now, and I want to work on reducing the size of my TBR. Other than the rule of only being able to buy a book after reading 2 books, there aren't really any guidelines or any set time limit. It's just for however long I think that I need to go to reduce the size of my TBR. And honestly, at this point, it's mostly just trying to make sure that everything fits on this bookshelf, because I rearranged everything by read versus TBR, and I just want to make sure that I have enough room for my TBR books on the shelf. And along those lines, I will also have an unhaul probably coming pretty soon, because I went through some of my books and decided to weed out some of the ones that I just haven't wanted to pick up ever. So hopefully that video will be coming soon as well. So that is it for my January book haul. Let me know down in the comments what you think of some of the books that I got today. Which one should I get to first? I mean, I probably already know which one I'm gonna get to first, but you know, suggestions and advice are always welcome. As always, I will leave links down in the description to my blog, Twitter, and Goodreads. Please add me as a friend on Goodreads. I would love to be friends with all of you. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!